Welcome to episode 5 of this Let's Play series. We're playing Distant Worlds 2. We're playing as the Teacons in this particular one, which is sort of like a mercantile guild of rodents. So it's just sort of very small, very weak. But we do have a fairly good anti-pirate fleet that we've got sort of going at the moment. So this is it here. It's ready to go. The ships are all fueled up and ready to rock and roll. So we've got 2 pirate areas back. In fact, we've got 3 targets. One over in here, which I'm sort of a bit wary about taking on just yet because there's no real benefit with that one. We do actually have 2 pirate bases, all both in the same system here. I might send it after this one here. These are much more powerful than anything we've seen so far. But we've done very, very well so far against other pirate factions. So let's just give that a bit of a go and see how we go with that one. So that'll be the target for us. Now, other things we want to have a look at is our cash flow is quite negative. And maybe we'll just do a quick analysis of where we are with that. So if we go into our funding over through here, we can then sort of see that we have like funding, the colony taxes. Now we do actually have 2 colonies, and we're no longer getting as much in our colonies as what we had wanted. We're getting 13,000 from DasTeekan Prime, but the Oceanic is slowly coming back a little bit, which is good. It's got 56 million Teacons here at the moment. Now, this is actually not a great world for us. We have a plus 10, and we are slowly terraforming this one. So we've got like the damage is now 7%, and the terraforming improvement is now 2%. So we'll eventually sort of get this one up to a point where it's going to be viable for us to live on, or like we need to get to a plus 20 suitability, and we're at plus 10 at the moment. So we should get there, I think, but it'll be slow. Now, if we just hover over support costs, we can see what impacts support costs. So the factors increase when you have a population less than 100 million. We're now at 56 million, so we are improving, which is good. Suitability for population less than 20, well, we're at 10, so we're only halfway through to where we need to be with suitability. Unassimilated population won't be a problem for us. They will be completely assimilated. Assimilation there 100%, and population above 50% of maximum. So it's above 50% of the maximum. So at this point in time, maximum population we're way off that. We're at 10% population of we're at 1%. Yeah, we're at 1% of the maximum population. If we have a look at this DasTeekan Prime, we're over 50% here. So we are sort of, it's now costing us a little bit. The extra that we have, you always have 1,000 you have to spend. The 867 is because we have more than what we're actually than what we should have. Now, we are going to be wanting to upgrade these as fast as we possibly can, to be honest. We've got 30% corruption, which is sort of what you expect. I might change my research. I was going to go with enhanced civilian ships, but I think I'm going to come straight down to the bottom here and go and get planetary governance and get that after we get the hyperdrive. That way we can then end up getting I'll just pay the costs on that one. So if we hover over that one, you can see there that we get a colony happiness of plus 5%, which is actually, it means a substantial increase in money from taxation. Ultimately, that's sort of what that one does lead to. The corruption reduction also means more money. The colony defense and colony development also does help a little bit with that as well. So it all helps. It all helps. So we'll throw that one in there and we'll just put it above enhanced civilian ships. It's going to take a long time to get it, but hopefully we'll get that one. Oh, it'll still be sort of like a fair few years before we can actually go and get that one. Now, the other thing we're going to look at was just the money. How close are we? When we have a look at our actual taxation, if we have a look at current, probably is going to be the better way to look at this one. So we've got like 12,000 essentially income that we've got. This will increase slowly as that other population increases. So we'll get a little bit more in through there. But then we have all these expenses. And so we've got ship and base maintenance is 6,000. We've got facility management, because we're actually running a terraforming operation back over here as well. That's costing us an awful lot in facility maintenance. Troop maintenance is a little bit, it's not sort of too dramatic, but the ship and base is quite high. So the higher we get through here, now we're building resort bases, we're building all sorts of things like this, but that's actually not too bad. We can still sort of keep things going with that. But what it does do is it gives us our cash flow, and this is how we get our extra research, it's through cash flow. This is the research bonuses that we have from this tab all kick in basically with whatever's left over between the total income, which is back in through here. You can sort of see there amount available, amount used was negative 5,000, and then we have all of our expenses that come off that. So the total expenses is way more than what we have available to us. So we don't have any excess, and this is what we need to boost our research. So that's sort of what's happening in through there, just in a very quick sort of fashion. But we do then have bonus income, and you see that the previous year we ended up getting 165,000. So we end up earning a lot more than through bonus income than what we're actually spending. So we can still afford a lot. Now we're nearly at the end of this year, so this has actually been a bad year. We haven't built anywhere near as many ships as what we built the previous year. So when we ask the private sector to build infrastructure, we build it for them, they pay for it. So when we're not growing, when we're not actually getting a growth factor coming through, they won't then spend their money. Now they've got 88,000 there to spend, so it's not a dramatic amount of money. They need to be making money. So there's probably going to be a couple of lean years now where we have maybe 65 or 60,000 sort of coming in. Take that away. Now, the reason I'm looking at this, is it worth me settling out through here? So at least I've got a toehold in the middle of this area of space, and I'm thinking it is, even though it's going to cost me a lot right at the start, because this is not a great planet. If we have a look at the actual potential colonies, we've got like a few of them around the place. There's only a plus 14, which really means that we're going to be spending a lot of money on it, but I'm still going to do it. So I'm going to actually say build a colony and colonize that world. I think strategically that's a good position for us to be in, just to get like another colony back out in towards the middle. And if we can somehow defend it, that would be great. I don't know if we can, but we'll see how we go over time. Everything else is looking good up through there, so let's just unpause. Now, actually, one thing we do want to do is, has the first been given their orders? Yes, they have. So they'll now go off and attack that base. I'm going to decline these gifts from now on. I'm going to actually change the settings, the policy settings for gifts. If we just have a quick look at the advisors in through here. So if we go down to, it'll be under diplomacy gifts. I'm just going to make that one purely manual. I don't want any suggestions at this stage. Just so that they don't keep on asking us. I'm going to just let them slide there for a little while. And we may end up having to actually invade them. I'm just a bit concerned because we've got like another Xenox player somewhere out here. Somewhere in here. We don't know exactly where they are. Okay, off goes the fleet. The mighty first. This will be interesting to see how we go against a much more powerful pirate base this time around. This is interesting. We're just pushing the borders back out. So as our development, we must be getting more resources in, because the development times the, well, not times, but it's sort of like the development along with the population will push the borders out. So we've had enough to get that one, but not quite enough to get this one. But if we can get another resource into here, or bigger population, probably end up squeezing that one into our empire as well. This one's just gone in as well. So we must have luxuries now starting to sort of come into this particular location, which is good. That's what we want. Now it's just on the outside edge of the nebula. Another spy. Actually, I should talk a little bit about spies. We've got these. We've got 3 spies now. Now the Xenox will start to try to spy on us at some point, and what we want to be doing is we want to capture a Xenox spy, because they're the best. And so if we can capture one and then twist it to sort of then come and work for us, we could end up with a very valuable spy. At the moment, our spies just aren't good enough to do anything really other than try to catch other spies. So that's all we can really do with them. If you're playing as a Xenox, then you're probably going to find opportunities to spy on all sorts of different things and get all sorts of different tech along with it as well. So I'm sort of half hoping that we do end up being targeted by the Xenox and that we do end up capturing one. Now we'll just get into this other system with the mighty first. Yep, that's okay. we find an independent Teacon world, I'll probably end up trying to bring that into the system in other ways. Like is that the navigator? That's not a colony ship. Actually, it'll tell us when the colony ship. No, it won't actually. I don't think it'll tell us when the colony ship is. I've turned that one off as well, so we don't get inundated with too many messages. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, hang on. This is nice. So this is Kuan 1. If we have a bit of a look at this one, this is this world here, and we can go and build another research station. So we'll queue that one up. Yeah, there's 5 unknown items present, but we do know that it does actually have this industrial research. So we'll definitely get that one. How far away? Yeah, that's sort of in the borders towards where we're going to be sort of settling. Okay, let's just go back and unclick this and just watch the first go in. Just move that one down to normal speed. That should come in on the side, I guess. Now, I don't know how many ships there will be. If there's a lot of ships, we'll have to move out of the way. Here we come. No ships there, good. Now, we don't want to drip feed our forces in like this, so we're now just going to go and move them across to here. Now they are sending their fighter craft out. And they've got 16, okay. So let's just deal with the fighter craft as best we can. We might actually move them back out over this way. That's going to allow their fighter craft to get in behind us for a little while. But I want to get outside the range of everything else they've got. Out of the range of their missiles, if we can do that. Now the fighter craft are coming in. Let's turn around now. Turn around and there we go. There we go. So we need to destroy as many of these fighter craft as we possibly can. Spin that around. Come on guys. Don't let them get in behind you. Yeah, they've already brought the shielding down on this one. Lots and lots of them. There we go. We're doing good damage here. Yeah, we've destroyed half of them. We're trying to hit them with missiles and all sorts of things, which just isn't great. Now, did they... Okay, there's got 4 left. That's enough for us to now go in. There's no other ships that we've seen here. So if we go in... Now, one thing we can have a look at is if we go into the actual diplomacy with the pirates. So these are the hidden vacuum. Actually, what is that one? What group is this? That's the Dira pirates. We can see that it's got known military strength of 0. So I think that these guys have actually wiped each other out as far as their ships on the ground. So this is a great opportunity for us. Now that we've actually done what we have to do with the others, let's now move in with our ships. Now they're going to be targeting... Now that one there, I think I prefer that one to move back at this stage, and I prefer this one to move back as well at this stage. There goes their small craft, probably going back in for refueling. So we'll move these right to the back of the attack group, and then they can come in after everybody else. We're still being hit by missiles, I guess. Yeah, that one's okay. It's starting to come back again. Let's continue on. Here we go! Sleepers Awaken. So it has been 5 long years since we made the choice to open Ossinesk to immediate colonisation. If you weren't watching the episode 3, I think it was, we found some sleepers, some Teacon sleepers aboard on one of the sand worlds in our home system. So now there's sufficient energy and infrastructure to awaken the Teacon juveniles and Bacter in the crisis stasis chambers. It will be a difficult transition for the young sleepers, but we have many volunteers ready to help integrate them back into life on this world and let the hunting of the new breed of Bacter begin. So let's go and have a quick look at that one just while it's on pause. This is it in through here. So we've now got 124 million, which sort of takes us into a position where this planet will start to sort of pay for itself a little bit now. So we'll just go and dismiss that, but we'll pause it straight away. Now, we still have no resources, which I thought we would have actually had like Bacter meat or something like this, but it's actually not there. We've got two different types of Teacons. That's interesting. Don't know what the difference there would be. Yeah, they're both Teacons, but then the assimilation is both 100%. I'm not sure why they'd be separate. I mean, one's ancient and one's ours. So anyway, we've got 124 million, which is great. So we have like a good population here. If we have a quick look and see what they're doing. So yeah, this support cost has gone down from about 4,000 down to 1,900. And we still have issues with the suitability of the planet. So the suitability is now plus 17. That's about as good as we're going to get for some time. Terraforming improvement is 3%. The damage is 1%. So eventually this thing will give us quality improvement amount of 10%. So this should end up being quite a nice little planet ultimately, once the terraformer finishes it doing what it's doing. And then we can just destroy it and save money that way as well. All right, so back to the battle. Back to the all-important battle. Let's just watch this one go in. This one won't be as interesting as the other ones we've seen, I guess, because we will just be going in purely against this particular base. Now, this is much, much more powerful than the other bases that we've seen. Come on, destroy these. Don't let them get to you. Their weaponry is very, very strong. I'll probably end up peeling them off. I might peel that one off now, actually. Just let them come out to the other side. Another salvo coming through. And we'll go after this one again. It's interesting. Yeah, they've got three bombers left. Here they go with more. Yeah, we're still getting through. Let this take this shot. Okay, time to get out of there now. So we've brought the shielding down, which is great, and their strength has gone right down because of we've been able to disable much of their weaponry. So this is good stuff. We've got one injured one, a couple that have actually taken damage, but this is good. We've actually been able to come in here now and do some really good damage. We've now got the hyperdrive technology, that's great. So we can now sort of upgrade our ships. Just watch this one go down. Okay, we've almost got this done. Now I don't know why we were boarding that. It's like we were. So we've got the missiles streaming in. Now bringing down the hull. We've got no weapons left. We've got one interceptor somewhere out there, peppering away. I don't think we can capture these. See if we can get close enough to actually capture it. Maybe they're going to try. Here we go. I don't like our chances somehow. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. Okay. Well, what world is this? This is just a rocky metallic planet, so it's not the greatest spaceport to get. It's going to cost us a bit to keep this one here. All right, so, okay, well, we took it over. I'm surprised at that. I really didn't think we'd be able to do that. A couple of ships have taken a bit of damage. Well, I think we're good enough to go after the next one as well. In fact, it's wanting to do that right now. So let's go and do the attack. Now, this one as well is going to have like... this has got even more fighters than what the other one had. Like a hell of a lot more. So this is even stronger again. I don't think I want to go back. Yep, so we've actually boarded and captured it. That's really surprising. I didn't think we'd be able to do that one that easily. Just go back to the north. Okay, well, first fleet. In you go again, guys. In you go again. So we'll attack this defense battery. This is controlled by the Red Rock Army. And there's no point keeping two of these, so I don't even know if I really want to keep that base there. Now what we want to do is just get them to launch their fighter craft. So they're already out there waiting for us. Let's try to draw them back. Has everyone gone there? Not quite. Alright, now we'll come back this way. So we've got a lot to kill off before we go into the actual attack. Here they come. There's heaps of them. Yeah, we'll swing this way. Yeah, killing these will be vitally important. Turn around. So many of them. All over the place. Now, if we can't destroy these easily, we'll have to rethink our strategy. See how they're getting in behind our ships where we can't actually do anything? So let's turn around. Let's keep it coming in. So this one here is probably going to try to run. Actually, that's been disabled. Let's have a pause there and just have a bit of a look to see how we're going. Yeah, we've got 9 of them killed. There's still heaps of them left. And we've taken a bit of damage here. Just keep on trying to triangulate in on these ships. They're in behind us, all over the place. Really, they're all over us. Just keep on trying to do as much damage as possible. Swing back this way and focus on these. Going. Okay, we're down to 7. Hyperdrive is still offline, it's damaged. Looks like there's nothing left. Let's have a bit of a look and see. Yeah, still got 5. They must be back further. Now, who's this? This is one of our frigates. It's taken a bit of damage, so we'll just leave that one out of the way. Okay, time to go in, I think. Let's go in after it. We've taken a lot of damage across our different ships. So we're doing an attack. We've still got all 12. We might as well go in now, I guess. Now is the time. Now here they come. We've got more on the way, more interceptors. So they're going back in to get more equipment. This has now dropped a little bit because of what they had. Yeah, we've got more things coming in on this one here. That's going to jump away. That's fine. I don't mind that. Just keep the mighty first sort of coming in. A lot of these have taken a fair bit of damage. What sort of weaponry have they got? Yeah, they've got surge blasts and heavy railguns. The heavy railguns are going to hurt. It's still... Okay. You need to all attack. Here you go, guys. Oh, that one probably doesn't have the ability. Yeah, it should do. These railguns are going to hurt like anything. Yep, it's jumping away, taking too much damage from the railguns. Now we've brought the shielding down. We are getting through their weaponry now. They're down to 222. I think we've got them. Even though we've suffered a little bit through here, this is what we want. We want our ships jumping away to save themselves. Here we go, here we go. This is good stuff. They've still got 6 weapons online. But I think when we now take enough damage, in fact their strength is now down to 6. They've still got 5 weapons online. Nice work, team, nice work. Finding other discoveries. Yep, so we're now into the hull now. Yep, they've got no ships left, no small fighter craft left. In fact, we're now sort of destroying or damaging their fighter bays, so there's nothing they can do about that. They've got no weaponry that they can fire back with. There's no point having 2 bases in this system. Having said that, I like the idea of this one. I might let it go down a fair way, and then we may take this one over and then scuttle the other one, I think. So these ships are all a little bit out there, disabled with other problems. We've got enough in here to do the damage here. Bring this one down a fair old way before we send anything in. Which we've now destroyed most of the stuff on the inside. So let's go to the first, and now we'll give it orders to capture. The reason I want to capture this one is because it's got 24 fighter craft ultimately. So when we go, we'll keep on disabling it with our iron bombs. We'll steer 1. I'm not sure about that one. Hang on, let's have a bit of a look. Dismiss that. So Worcester 1, is that worth colonising? Oh, it is. Yes, it is. I don't know where that is, but we'll still grab it. Got 2 colony ships now heading off. In fact, Vudran, I might have to go and have a look at this because that's a better prospect than Wellness. I'll leave them, they're sort of going to be okay doing what they're going to be doing. So let's have a bit of a look. These are all potential colonies. So Worcester is right there. That's a nice planet for us to get hold of. It's already inside our territory. So Vudran is over there, which is actually, that's a better prospect. Colony ship, we've already got, and that's in the same system. No, it's not. It's just slightly off. Well, that's a better planet. We can sort of terraform that one up. Let's cancel that. If we go to the friendly prophet and tell it to stop, or we can just go to the Campara system. Where is it? Is it a moon over through here? I'll just pause this, sorry. That's not it. No, that's not it, not the one. Fudrin. It's Fudrin. Fudrin 1. Yep, that's it there. So I'm just doing a long right click just to colonize that. So that way we leave the more troublesome planets out of the way and just go for these planets. Which would be nice. Oh, hang on. Now we actually have now taken this one. So let's just go and show me that one. So we've now got this particular starport. It doesn't have any resources at this stage. I think what we'll do is we'll scuttle the other one because I'm liking the idea of, I can't see us needing both of these, but I do like the idea of having 24 fighter craft, particularly if we can get our special interceptors. So we'll just scuttle this one. Yep, done. It's gone. The lone smuggler, which is a constructor. That's on auto, so it's got no mission at this stage. Now the first, what we'll do is we will now send them back home again. And we're going to send them back for retrofitting ultimately, but let's just go back to the DasTeekan spaceport. And we will now go across. How are we going for time? Oh, we're just out of time, guys. So we're going to leave it there. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back in episode 6 for an upgrade of all of the different. Actually, there's what's that there? What's that? Oh, that's a some sort of Calter or Gravelex or something like that. Yeah, Gravelex. So I'll leave that one alone. We'll end up being able to get more ships to go across and get that one eventually. All right, well, we'll leave it there, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.